So, everyone's been wondering, why has Ron been silent online? For the most part. Well, I have a few little projects and such. But here's the thing. I have something better. Something far, far scarier. I have, well, surprises. Can't tell you what they are. I will say this though. You want to know about things. Oh, I put up the evidence and never back down, but there's some more to it than that. A lot more to it than that. There's something you should know. See, check it out. When you know that the evidence does not turn up, that no one has it, that they're covering it up, you do things. You put things online. Stuff that's been there for years. Examination of Kangaroo Courts of Raleigh County. I'm going to let you look past things for a moment. And explain to me, how is it that according to the West Virginia Rules of Court that you're supposed to have your arrest warrant at the time of your arrest, or given to you while you were in jail, or mailed to your house within 2 weeks if you're not in jail, and they didn't give it to you at the time of your arrest? Because that doesn't make sense, does it? Nor does it make sense that you have a recording of Pat Lamp saying, mind you, that there was no mention of a second search warrant on the arrest warrant, but there was. Let me ask you something. Why is that? Why would a prosecutor lie for cops fabricating evidence? Lying about a sworn document doesn't exist on a sworn document. I'll tell you. In order to get my computers back, which were taken for terrorist threats, I made up some shit. And, well, even Never Back Down has a little bit of that bullshit in there. But I'll explain what it is. See, I kind of lied to the cops. I told them I caught Thomas Calvin Keller, a guy who, yeah, he's my uncle, but everybody's got him in their family, basically raped his own son, trying to download some shit on my computer. But my computers never made it to the forensics lab, because if they would have had the recording of Thomas Calvin Keller talking about how he's buddies with the cops and he could have anyone arrested, how they would protect him. And that's very important, because Officer Jason Redden was the one who conducted his polygraph test, which was used to excuse him, or used as an excuse, I should say, to for the idea of molesting his son. Now, I want you to think about this. Now, Tommy, if you're watching, if anyone's watching, and you want to clear Tommy's name, go ahead and do it. But if you're going to do it, you're going to put up the fact that there's a legal argument, U.S. Supreme Court case, I forget it off the top of my head, that says that you have to assume the cops are acting in good faith until you prove they're not. Guess what? That second search warrant was proof they weren't acting in good faith. And that tells you why Gilgerson and all these other fuckers falsified evidence to illegally, corruptly, unjustly disarm me. Now, it only costs $15 a month and takes an act of Congress to prevent me from having access to, what is that thing, that you can get court cases off of? Oh, gee, what is it I'm thinking of? The feds have it. I'm not sure. Anyway, I forget the name. But that system is online, and I can log into that system anywhere in the world. And as a defendant in that case, I have access to all the evidence recorded in that case, which is maintained online for the criminal record, or for the court records, which include sealed documents to Judge Berger saying she knew that the public defender's office, because I sent letters to Chris Capizzi, and I sent letters are copies of the letters to Chris Capisi to Judge Berger, showing that he knowingly permitted, hold on, loud trucks, knowingly permitted David Bungard to cover up evidence in violation of my constitutional rights. Now, the question is, what would some crazy, deranged, mentally unstable person do with all this information? Or, more aptly, what would a cold, methodical son of a bitch who did everything for the purposes he did it, including thanking Judge Berger for allowing me and my activist friends to show how corrupt her court is online? Oh yeah, and the Fourth Circuit. Y'all dumb shit sons of bitches fell for that too. So now, well, it prevents me from going to the U.S. Supreme Court, but that's okay. We're going to have another discussion about this within the constitutionality of it, and we're going to see what the fuck you guys have to say again. Because you could put me in prison for putting that stuff online, sealed documents and such, but I can always get them back. The government is maintaining the digital copies for me, and it would take, I don't know, damn near an act of God, something totally amazing, something like, I don't know, somebody nuking the U.S. to prevent it, or Congress. I wonder if Congress will get involved, bringing that up to prevent me or anyone else from accessing the legal court files maintained by the federal government. Yeah, Ron's been busy. Why he's been quiet. And all this falls under part of my plan. Think about it, motherfuckers.